Hello, I am Lily Coffman.
And I'm Abigail Zimmerman.
We are honored to be here. We organized Tennyson Middle School's walkout on March 14th. There we remembered the 17 lives lost at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Today, we meet to march for our lives, because our lives are more important than somebody's right to own an assault rifle.
At Tennyson, around 400 students walked out of class for 17 minutes to mourn and honor those who died in Parkland, Florida. For each of those minutes, students cried, prayed, and meditated. They thought of the lives lost. They thought of how to continue the legacy of the victims through acts of kindness. They thought of the problems we face as a nation. They thought of ways to change laws to make our schools safer so that we don't have to live in fear that when we walk into a school, we might not come out alive.
Instead of more guns in schools, public schools need more funding to afford better human resources. Over the years, and especially in the current administration, the Department of Education's budget has decreased significantly. Schools need to have more counselors who can detect severe mental illness and help anyone who is struggling. We need coaches for life's obstacles. We need more administrators to handle discipline. More teachers and smaller class sizes would allow teachers to know their students better and understand what they are each going through. Kids need to know they are not alone.
A study by the National Alliance of Mental Illness found that 1 in 5 adults and 1 in 5 children suffer from a mental illness. Most of these people will never kill anyone. However, we need to make sure that nobody, whether they have a severe mental illness or not, feels they must resort to harming people. We need to tell teenagers there is always a way out, even if that path seems impossible. Our classmates need to feel safe and wanted.
Also, our country needs to raise the minimum age to legally purchase a gun to at least the age of 21. No teenager should be trusted with a gun, let alone an assault rifle, nor should they have the ability to bring said firearms into a place of learning. Research shows that the ability to think critically and understand long-term consequences does not fully develop until the mid-20s. Teenagers' brains are still developing, and our hormones are in a constant state of turmoil.
None of us should have the ability to hurt someone without even having to think about it or understand the consequences.
Someone with a history of violence and physical abuse should not be allowed to purchase a dangerous weapon. 26 lives were lost in Sutherland Springs, Texas, after a man who had previously abused his wife and child, who, although was legally prohibited from owning a firearm, was still able to have a gun because of a flaw in our system.
Criminal background checks, along with mental health evaluations, should be regulated and universal. So anyone from anywhere with a criminal record cannot own a gun. It's common sense.
There have been 239 school shootings since Sandy Hook in 2012. 4 more shootings have happened these 6 weeks since Parkland.
When will this end? What is it going to take for people to realize that children are more important than guns? How many more innocent people must be slaughtered?
If our officials don't do something now, there will continue to be so many more lives lost. It will not be the end of a cycle of negligence and indifference. As Nobel Peace Prize winner and Holocaust survivor Elie Wiesel said, "Indifference, after all, is more dangerous than anger and hatred. Indifference is not a beginning, it is an end."
We are calling for change. We will not be indifferent. We will not be overcome by those who stand against us.
We will write to our legislators. We will fight for change. Rest assured, we will be the first in line to vote when we turn 18.
Thank you.